pledge allegiance, and then when we're done, we're just gonna take a moment of silence to recognize the passing of Anita Goldsmith. She's a former planning board member, town historian. She's passed in the last week. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Her wake will be on Friday from 6 to 8 in Middletown, and the funeral mass will be 11 a.m. on Saturday at the Presbyterian Church, if anyone's interested. All right. Can we get the prior minute meeting approval?
I'll make a motion. I'll second.
All in favor? Opposed? So carried. Correspondence from the clerk?
I have the December budget modifications and a flyer from James Skoufis, State Senator, with regard to the stuffed animal giveaway on Wednesday, December 11th at the Mount Hope Senior Center from 3:30 to 5:30. That's all I have.
Committee reports. Jim, I'll start on yours.
Nothing to report tonight.
Okay, Chris?
No, nothing.
Karen?
I have a couple things. We had a bicentennial meeting last week, and we were talking about the rates that we previously set for vendors being $100 per vendor, and looking around and talking about it, we think those are a little on the high side for a one-day event. So I was going to suggest that we reduce the rates for craft vendors to $25 and food vendors maybe to $50, unless you want to keep them all at $25. My suggestion there.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody wants to talk about that, or.
No, that's probably about right.
And the next meeting will be January 14th at 7 o'clock here at Town Hall. The Parks Committee, we had our first meeting, not this weekend, the weekend before. Unfortunately, it snowed the day before, so we could not meet at the park or walk around, but we met here. I put a map of the park, we went over it, and they're going to have their next meeting on January 8th here at 5 o'clock. So I'll work out, figuring out how to get them put in, so we'll figure that out.
5 p.m.
And then, Andrew, you probably don't even know about this yet, but Dean was gonna order new town magnets, because the DCO vehicle has no magnets, so we could check on that, because we didn't know they were magnets, and he went through the car wash and they fell off.
Okay.
So, just that. And then from the village, they have a bunch of events coming up. This Friday, the 6th at 6:30, they have their tree lighting and Christmas party at the firehouse. On Saturday, the 7th, the fire department is doing their Santa run when they drive around starting at noon. They do have a list of roads online. Also on Saturday at 6 p.m., the village has their Patriot tree lighting at Veterans Park. And then on Sunday, the fire department from 8 to noon is having a breakfast with Santa. At that, they're gonna have a professional photographer with a backdrop, get the pictures taken if you bring canned food. And also at all of their events, will have boxes for Toys for Tots. And then the Historical Society on Sunday is having their holiday open house from 12 to 3:30.
We want to just make a motion now to adjust the fees for the bicentennial to $25 for craft vendors and $50 for food vendors. You have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Okay, Amanda?
Not much to report, just thank you to the highway department for setting up the tree and everything. I know it was prior, but I know you were involved too. And that, I think it went well. Not as many participants as I was hoping. I'm wondering if next year we should set it a little bit later. I think it was a little too early on Friday, the 29th, so.
All right. I just have a couple things. Wednesday, December 11th, Senator Skoufis is having a stuffed animal giveaway. It's going to be at the Senior Center between 3:30 and 5:30, so if anyone has children that they would like to go and get a stuffed animal, he'll be there with his staff, and some of us will be there as well. And also, I'm going to need authorization, this wasn't on the agenda, to sign the contract with the Humane Society for 2025. And then we're gonna need a executive session to discuss a personnel issue at the end. We're probably not gonna take any action, but we had a couple questions for Scott, Mike did, about personnel, so we'll need to do that, and we'll do that at the end of the meeting.
Which Humane Society?
The Humane Society of Middletown, Okay. All right, next, resident recognition certificate. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped you guys. Highway, I always do that. And welcome, Andrew, your first meeting. Congratulations and welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, nothing new today.
Okay, perfect. Mike,
Same here, nothing to report unless you have any questions. Happy belated Thanksgiving.
Village of Otisville, Ryan?
I have Carrie covered it all.
Perfect. All right, so now we're doing the resident recognition certificate. So on November 6th at the high school, a student, freshman student, was choking in the cafeteria, and it was a serious choking. And when I spoke to the principal, he said the student would be dead today if it wasn't for the actions of two people that we have here today that we want to recognize. Fred Goodall from the sheriff's office, who was working as a school safety officer, and the nurse that was on duty, Heather Post. So we wanted to recognize them. Fred lives right down the street. So if you guys could come up. So we have life-saving recognition presented to Sheriff Goodall on November 6, 2024, when he came to the aid of a student with heroic life-saving actions. And I'll come around, this is probably the easiest. And I know Janet Sutherland has something from the county as well. And I know the sergeant, or you're not a sergeant, but yeah, come on. You can come up as well.
He's ducking out of the way.
And then Janet had something.
Yes, so we have the Distinguished Service Award of the County of Orange presented to Frederick Goodall, 2024 Life-Saving Award for Decisive Action of Heroism. Next to creating life, the finest thing a man can do is save one. Abraham Lincoln, given this second day of December 2024 on behalf of the legislature. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. And also for Nurse Post, the same exact thing. So thank you so much for everything that you both did that day and that you do every day. Thank you.
Can we just look at these guys over here for 1 quick second so we get a picture? Look at Murray first. There you go. Then we'll go to Scott.
Okay. Your turn, Scott.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you
Yeah,
very
I got
much.
it, thank you.
Nice job, thank you.
Very good job.
Yeah, incredible.
And again, I just want to reiterate, when I spoke to Ken Houck, who is the principal, he said that the student wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for your action. So congratulations and thank you for it. Old business, Hidden Valley. So we had which I'm learning a little bit, still learning, we have 2 generators actually there. One runs the front building, one runs the second. The main one is the back building that failed. So the transfer switch is the cause. They're gonna give us an estimate. I called there today to find out what happened. They said they've been swamped with all the storms, so we haven't gotten it yet, nor have we gotten the bill, but we should hopefully be getting that. I spoke to Jason about it, because I know the board had asked, can we use one generator for both, and he said it would be cost prohibitive to merge them too. He said it'd be too expensive at this point. It would be in the thousands of dollars. If we wanted to do something, it would be better just to replace the generator outright. So anyway, so I did follow up with him. And then just some flows, and I think we got a lot of rain and snow for the first time. So just as an example, on 11/20, we were at the lowest that I've seen is 13,861 gallons, which is really, really low. And then we see this gradual rise to, 21,000 a couple days later, 27 a couple more days later. And then since the 24th, we've been just around 33,000, so it kind of leveled out. So that's really what the influence of the rain has been, so. New business, so we're looking to set a public hearing for proposed law. Currently, it's 5/2024. I know some of the board members still had questions, Scott, so I was looking, can we set this for the first meeting in January? Is there any reason why we can't do that? And I don't have the date. January 6th.
And that log number will change.
That's what I meant, so it'd be law 1
1 of 25.
So, need a motion, set that public hearing and advertise it?
I'll make a motion.
Second,
I'll second.
all in favor? Opposed? Okay, carried. So B, appoint Helen Stellick as our sexual harassment officer. So currently, we don't have anyone that can do the training. I spoke to Helen, she's willing to do the training. The company is going to come and do, our insurance carrier is gonna come and do a train the trainer. So we want to appoint her, and then we can do the training in-house starting in January. So I need a motion.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. So town manual, so there's a couple things that we came across and really came to light with Andrew and Dean's position. So we want to make some modifications to the manual. So one is to change the vehicle use policy to allow for the use of an elected or appointed highway superintendent to be able to use the car. All the other language will stay the same. And then to add a section, to section 505, and that would be to allow for the reimbursement of up to $400 for boots, and $700 for uniforms each year. Any discussion on that? Okay. So I'll put that in a motion, so need a second.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. The December budget mods, Kathleen, can you read those?
It's a long list.
I can do it if you want.
Increase SS 1989.4, other general government support contractual expenses, $10.32. Decrease SS 1990.4 contingent by $10.32. Increase DB 9060.8 hospital medical by $9,975.89. Decrease DB 9040.8 workers' comp employee benefit by $9,975.89. Increase B 3620.4 safety inspection contractual expense, $3,101.48. Decrease B 8020.4 planning contractual expense by $3,101.48. Increase A 9010.8 state retirement by $7,342.54. Decrease A 9040.8 workers' comp employee benefit, $7,342.54. Increase A 7140.4 playgrounds and youth recreational contract expense, $77.83. Decrease A 7310.4 summer rec contractual expense, $77.83. Increase A 5010.4 street administration contractual expense, $770. Decrease A 5132.4 garage contractual expense, $770. Increase A 3510.4 control of animals contractual expense, $250. Decrease A 3120.4 police contractual expense, $250. Increase A 1989.4 other general government support contractual expenses, $4,000. Decrease A 7410.4 library contractual expense, $4,000. Increase A 1220.1 supervisor personal services, $4,000. Decrease A 1110.1 municipal court personnel service, $4,000. Increase DB 5110.2 maintenance of street equipment, $100,000, $580.45, and decrease DB 5110.4 maintenance of street contractual expense, $100,580.45. Increase A 9030.8 social security employer contractual, $7,600. Decrease A 9040.8 workers' comp employees benefit, $3,844.66. Decrease A 9015.8 police and fire retirement, $3,755.34. Increase A 8745.4 flood and erosion control contractual expense, $680. Decrease A 1620.4 buildings contractual expenses, $680. Increase A 7140.4 playground and youth recreation contractual expense, $73.84. Decrease A 7310.4 summer rec contractual, $73.84. Increase B 3620.4 safety inspection contractual expense, $3,540. Decrease B 8160.4 refuse and garbage contractual expense, $3,540. Increase A 1440.4 engineer contractual expense, $2,712.50, and decrease A 1620.4 buildings contractual expense, $2,712.50.
So the biggest items, just for the audience, so we purchased a truck for highway, we had to move some money around, and we needed to do it now so that if it doesn't get delivered by next year, it kind of holds its spot. And then we did have some shortages in social security and retirement, and we had to move money around to square those up. So need a motion to approve those modifications?
I'll make the motion.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. I just have to go back to the town manual. The other change was, we wanted to add that we will reimburse the town supervisor and the town highway superintendent $50 per month for cell phone use, a flat $50 per month. So we needed to add that to it as well. So I need a motion or I'll make that motion again, just to add it with the other ones in a second.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
That'll
Opposed?
be a separate then,
That's fine.
just so you know.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, I'll say it as well, but,
That's all.
yeah, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Need authorization for myself to sign the fuel agreements for 2025 with the Village of Otisville, the House Fire District, Cornell Cooperative
They should
Extension.
be separate though.
Oh, they have to be voted on separate?
Yeah.
Okay. So authorize myself to sign a fuel agreement with the Village of Otisville.
I'll make the motion.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Need a motion to authorize myself to sign a fuel agreement with the Howes Fire District.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Need a motion for myself to sign the fuel agreement for 2025 with Cornell Cooperative Extension.
I'll make the motion.
Second?
I'll second.
All
I'll
in favor?
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Authorize myself to sign the snow removal agreement with Cornell Cooperative Extension.
I'll make the, go ahead.
I'll make the motion.
Second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Need a motion to authorize paying bills abstracts 46 and 47.
I'll make the motion.
Second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Public participation, if anyone would like to come up and address the board, you have 3 minutes, Chris will be keeping track. So come on up, just state your name for the record.
Mary Beth Herzeppa, Otisville, December 8th. The Pocatello Fire Company is hosting a breakfast with Santa from 7 a.m. to noon. Prices are $10 for adults, $5 for children over 5, and for seniors. Seniors are over 60. Children under 5 are free. Santa will be there, there will be pictures, we will not have a professional photographer. Thank you.
Thank you. Mike?
Mike here. The generators at the plant and it's the office that big generator is running, that one is right outside there, I would imagine. Is H2O responsible at that point, or is that something that we have to look into?
That's something we have to look into. Jason, when speaking in today, recommended that we put that out for bid or for a proposal. Other municipalities do that, like Wallkill, they service, they have, I think he said 18 separate generators, Peak Power does their 18.
Yeah, I understand that, it's this way, you know, we know that the oil is good. and,
Yep. So
you
that's
know, it's
something
an
we're gonna
investment.
work on.
So, okay, thank you.
Yep, no problem. And one is diesel, one is propane, so they're,
Yeah, that's why I was recommending that we just go back to the diesel and.
yeah. If the propane one ever goes, we can do something, but he said, you know, in the meantime, just stick to where we're at. Anybody else from the public like to come forward, make any comments? All right. Board comments, before we do the executive session. I'll start with Amanda, you said? Okay, Karen?
I don't have anything additional.
Chris?
I just want to thank everybody that came to the tree lighting the other night in Otisville Fire Department. It's nice that we keep doing these community events, and I think that we keep setting the bar a little higher and higher, so.
Agreed with you. Jim?
No comment.
So my only thing, I was just looking at the calendar, maybe we'll throw it out, we don't have to decide tonight, maybe next meeting, do the tree lighting a week later, which would be the 5th, the Friday night would be December 5th. Think that would be better?
Yeah. I just also, sorry,
Oh, wait, does the village do theirs the first weekend and the first Friday?
And this year, it just happens to land this, 7th lands on Saturday, so that's always the Patriot tree lighting, just as a FYI. This year, it kind of winded up Friday and Saturday night, but if you want to choose next year, we'll move ours to Saturday, that's fine.
I just think with the holiday being later this year, that contributed to it as well, because a lot of families, I think, were away, so.
What if we talk to the village?
You're talking to him, Jim.
Yeah, I'm just saying, what if we work together as a village and the town, and we try to do a holiday parade, and we have the Christmas tree laying after that?
That's fine. We only have to contact Santa once, that way,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Not 2 letters, I like it.
Even like I saw a community upstate, they did a festival of lights parade where they just, you know, like the fire trucks and stuff, and, I don't know, sounds like a good idea.
I think just maybe we can get more people to come. They're out there with the, watching the parade, they might come to the tree lights too.
Looking back at events that we've had as the town and the village, we've always had, I just think the timing was bad for Black Friday. People were away for Thanksgiving. Looking back 2 years ago, the senior center tree was packed.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think it was just,
I think the other thing we were saying is, we did a movie a few years ago, it was packed. And I think once we get the senior center fixed, which by the way, the bids will hopefully be able to vote to put them out at the next meeting. But hopefully, you know, if we do that again, maybe that brings up the numbers as well,
Mhm.
so.
And that Friday night also was Middletown's parade,
Correct.
so that was one of the problems.
Middletown, and then Walk Hill was Saturday, so.
Just
I
a
have to
thought.
say, everybody, it would be awesome if all the towns coordinated a little bit better, because there were 5, 2 on Friday at the same time and 3 on Saturday at the same time.
Santa was busy.
Yes, he was very busy.
All right, I need a motion to go into executive session to discuss a personnel issue and invite the police chief in.
I'll make the motion.
Second,
I'll second it.
all in favor? Opposed, so carries. We're not gonna be taking any action when we come out, but you're more than welcome to stay.
So, Dean told me, there's some other town that does those magnets for us. It's not even like he sent them out, like a town did it, I forget which one, so I don't know if you talked to him. No, I'll see, I made a note of that. Yeah, and then we have the new logo, so we can even kind of like give you up to. Okay.
Great job, thanks. Yeah, no, it's awesome job.
At the. Very good. Okay, okay. I'll put the, no, that's fine, I'll have them look at it tomorrow morning.
It's on Friday.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, Seymour, thank you so much. You're welcome.
my daughter's doing right now.
Everyone does it.
Can I ask you a quick question? Yes, sir. This year, gas pumps.
You too.
There was the one, sorry, there's the gas pump.
I know where it's
It's usually in the computer. Of what, whatever.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah, and it would just go off a gallon. Technically,
did it
so
so quick.
I could kinda ask him. I know what you're saying.
That's all. That was just a question.
Yep, no, I'll ask him. Thank you.
I'll tell you why. To the back, like, you have a tail light, so a brake light in the back.
Yeah.
Tell him to check that. All the fours, the water goes in there, then it goes down to the bottom, and it rots out the bottom.
Yeah, that's what they want you to do.
You take it out and silicone it, or whatever he's gonna do, but that's a big problem.
I got some.
Is the bicentennial the 13th, like the 12th, 13th, 14th, 19th, 20, 21, September?
It's on our
And,
calendar.
okay, it's one of those, I'll let you know. It's one of those two. I think, I'm pretty sure it's the 12th, 13th, 14th.
Okay, that's all right, I'll hold off and I just wanna make sure it's in there so everything else happens.
Have a good night, you too. Have your key, and I'll let you. Just thinking, I didn't have my key, but.
Did you enjoy the vendor fair?
Oh,
Yeah, I'll go here, I'll go back to my corner. I'll just go, I guess, some stuff done.
Wasn't he crying?
Especially after what just happened, to see another kid go through.
But then again, how old was that kid? Right, I mean,
So many
I
other
don't know,
things.
In the lunchroom, you can sit there, and these kids, they mention one thing and everybody does it. So, yeah, TikTok challenges are a big deal.
Oh, thank God you were there.
Yeah. I accept no TikTok challenges, I'm very smart.
We know that.
You should get a t-shirt like that.
Big
Right, you need a
celebration.
t-shirt that goes that.
He used to say when you work in the city, like, when they went out to put on meeting, that he'd have to order his first first, and then a half hour later they order the
But you really should have that, right? You know, I know, you should have that for all of them. I don't know.
Right, easily.
they're both of
It
them,
was
two different people, very nice.
boss for one of the elections downtown. And PTE, the banana.
Oh, yeah, yes, okay, okay.
Probably went right down, Pete was like, he ended up in a freaking coma.
Yes. Marie, hold me.
What it is, what matters how much sausage you lose.
It's not the same.
Scary.
He went down
It's not the same, right? It's like dog. And so I'm trying to pull it out, but you could see her from like out, changing right through, doing business on the side, right? Doing water to the like, to the middle town, like, it was, I'm glad I wasn't in that car going. But they got it right, right on, but she, like, she, you know, like, it was like. But you could see her, the whole cloud, like, yeah, changing, right, it was just like, yeah.
Doesn't take that
No.
long, too. Another two, no obstacles.
No,
So you
it was the scariest thing I've ever seen, like I said. I'm glad I wasn't in
Didn't
that
you
car.
see rubber grapes too?
Yeah, I saw her go choke. She got it out eventually.
Yeah. Joseph hasn't eaten hot dogs this day.
He doesn't eat anything around
I
me.
mean, listen,
He's not allowed to.
Well, because when I worked in the city, they said, no, I had to take babies to the hospital. It was choke. I didn't get CPR. I choked me. Ever since then, I don't, like, it's affected me ever since. So when Joseph wants something like hot dogs, I'm like, absolutely not. He probably eats it everywhere else.
Even Freddie and Kaylee, too big, cut it small, cut it small. Yeah, Freddie's 22.
I remember it was some of those things like the.
Yeah.
Where's that?
Do you remember that?
No, you can go to 26.
Oh, right there?
She's
good till the end of 25. No, if they're 2025?
If they're still in school, no.
Oh, yeah, so it's a whole like, getaway.
His prescription is up.
Good.
Yeah, good job.
That's awesome.
Yes, 26 miles. I just came across it, that's why I was like, you guys are selling. Yeah.
Something else before, because I'm fighting with that dog. Because what did I do? Coverage. My dental, yeah, I don't do the health, I get the bite. Remember, I'm hooked up?
I can't see a safe harbor area.
That's what I'm saying. Why's your son? Did you pick it up? I did. I think it's too late to change. There's money. I was wondering, yeah.
No, I know, but they usually are.
I mean, you know what, Trudeau, but the last.
It's worth the extra money.
That's what I was gonna do, I texted my buddy the other day, but he just uses his wife's, but, yes, I was doing Kushner. Recently for it, that's the tell you.
Right, I still haven't seen it on the table, I have to pay for it.
Oh, okay, that's how I found out, this is it, next year will be the best year, what do you call it?
That's not good.
Yeah.
You've been a good job, it's not gonna be
And then
the
you
real
can-
world. You gotta find out about that.
You gotta go before it's first. He can go down the
I
door.
don't even know what that is.
Yeah, we didn't hear you talking all day.
What?
We didn't hear you from that
We
one.
all got married out of the house and they were like 25, 26, they were like, he couldn't understand, I was out there, I was like 21.
And how was,
Listen, they don't want to go all.
because it was there's, was that during the training?
No.
Yeah, they would certify.
Younger or older?
Younger.
They said I need I let it go for a long time. Now I have so many problems. But no, they wouldn't certify. You certified for that?
No, for, I had a prostate cancer.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, so I'm covered, but like, I
Super expensive.
yeah, maybe the World Trade Center cover some, believe it or not.
But there's, I thought that was the whole thing, that
Yeah,
they were supposed to cover.
Next year? This one, next year.
Well, it's a billion dollars.
And what, you know, I
I rebuilt that thing, let me tell you. That's the foundation.
Live and learn, live and learn.
I was in the basement.
This year?
most of the year should be good. I finished my radiation.
Did you do radiation up here?
There is a great one here, I like one, but the guy up here called the other guy.
Not you.
He's been the chief for our training or something.
And
the reason they say that I didn't manage the firehouse. This is what you do.
Are they sure that those way up?
Well, Garnett, she was
did that the right way. I'm gonna text you later tomorrow to make sure that they push you back.
and that they were, the other two were, you know, so we up and they said it's she should. I don't, I told her.
Yeah, I liked it. She did my radiation, yeah.
She has that.
Yeah, I can't, it's traumatic to me to think about it.
Yeah, it wasn't fun.
Yeah, it sounds fun. I had third-degree burns from it.
She's worried.
I got breast cancer, so I had radiation.
And then his grandma.
He's good, I loved him. I can't complain.
Oh.
Well, last year was.
Except like this.
Wasn't it small world, right? You know, all the same people. I taught my daughter religion. Bella was in my class.
This one you
My God, everybody's old now. I'm old.
I don't disagree.
Don't say that.
You're not.
No, don't say that. It's
No,
not
not
us.
me. I was just about-
Excellent. Them, not us.
Prime
I'll
property.
probably
Like
use
the
one.
firehouse street, I
Take her little celebration and the voices and all the voices.
The park
Yeah,
always
I
kind
guess
of.
so.
I wasn't right.
Yeah, look, I see those two Christmas trees.
He's not saying a word.
All of them. So when were you like?
I don't care, she
Very
likes me,
good,
but
like,
she
the
doesn't
park. In all
know.
honesty, I'm not really.
In 35 years. in
I just
Kentucky
last year,
downtown.
oh, absolutely. Wait till Saturday night.
My body's filling up.
Yeah.
I was down in the Trade Center for 5 years.
All the time.
I lived down in the freaking basement, and every time I was down there, like, this stench, that's still down there. Then when we had the hurricane,
2012,
yeah, it's, you know, Mike Cheney was in B4. The water went to the top of B3. And the floors are like 20 feet high there. So it was 40 feet of water.
That's crazy.
They found a sea bass.
I was wondering just
Yeah.
how people lived around that last
Yeah,
day.
yeah. You saw District
I don't know if they
11.
knew where it went.
Yeah, flooding from
You're
District
probably
11.
have kids now.
It's trans in the Bronx.
It's gonna be cool to see a picture of
Yeah,
it.
Well, they got flooded,
I think
not
it's just
from
beautiful.
water coming in from an ocean, but
I didn't realize how
they
many.
get water from the transit system.
A lot of days, John talks about.
So in 2012, when
Like Warwick has.
all the water came in, they
So I heard
they
another
had a
your
boat
friends with Newhouse.
inside the command.
I did a tour with him,
There was
by the
float.
way, the nicest guy.
They-
I was his son.
Constant water. There's constant water going
It is
in.
so funny.
Because
I wish I had because here I am, I'm talking to him about things that we
my
know.
father worked there when it went
Huh?
up.
Where you're from.
In the 70s and 60s.
Somebody had told me that you were from
Uh,
there. So I
He
was
used to tell
telling
me
him that I wanted to
they had to
buy
bring
this,
it down
horse
the middle.
I need in Buzzford, I told him. I wanted
Figure
to
out
get
the
on.
walls
Do you know,
and
did he
everything.
talk, did he talk to you about your
Breaking the walls.
No, we told me about the.
This is,
Oh, that, but if you got some
Sorry.
backyard, you make fun.
if she comes up here again, this is the lady that I go to for my PT for
If you go down there,
Colorado Farms?
you got the wall, and then you got like another
Yeah, I need some.
build out of about
Like
like 4 or
when
5
kids age
feet.
out, special needs kids
Concrete.
age out of.
It's almost like a
daycare,
footing,
They need a vocational
but
program.
the water then
That's
runs
what-
down to
Good
that.
place for it.
It's perfect, we'd rather have that than.
Trolleys out
The
again.
only thing is, well, your water's
She's
alright.
I had a
amazing.
couple of
I-
that.
There's
well,
water there.
amazing.
No, I'm saying, but there's no, that would be well.
When you work in
And
transit,
I
we
would
both work
hire,
in
you
transit.
know, people.
It's just like water coming into the tunnel and
But we need
downstairs,
investors. I
when
need
it's
to
really
get like a
flooding,
whole
there's
group of
people
people
just
here.
Where the,
Where's my train?
places across the
Oh my
street.
God,
the
your
old,
water's
Trees.
coming, like,
Me, my mother, and her
I
brother.
know, the train train runs right over it, unless it's just
Why-
like
why
thirty
can't we
hours.
get verticals?
It's just on my.
Crystals
Yes,
in your
across the street
many
from the
different
horse
farm.
Yes.
for many different reasons.
They only,
It could be you fell and
they
hit your
only
head,
pass
it
it
could
around.
be
They don't,
any kind of
they won't,
stress related,
I don't know that
whatever,
they'll never
but
do
this
something with it. I've
crystals
gone for years and
literally,
years.
they're saying that you have to get rocks in your head, they're little
yeah,
baby
yeah.
Oh,
crystals,
no,
they
no,
get
no,
dislodged.
on your
So
side.
PT
Yeah,
will
I'm looking the
get
other
them
side.
back into
Oh, the
where
other
they're
side,
supposed to be.
So then they would
I
have
have-
to, they would think that you're out of
Same
I
everything.
forget what it's
I
called,
know
but
since
mine
he
is
died.
positional vertigo.
He was older.
But they used
So
to
they
get
have
water
to figure out
harassing
which
these
ear is
old men,
actually
and then
in.
when the state prison wanted to get out of the water business and
If
they
if
paid the
I
village
get
to do the water, we pump water to the
what
state
Gunnar was
prison.
talking about, is that
So
I
all of those
trigger it,
pipes
you
are
know,
just
like,
not.
if I know
They get a fire
that
hydrant.
I can put it in
I
the
saw
water.
I
So
lost
lay down on my right side, and then it's in
That's
my
normally
left
inside the
ear, or
inside
vice versa.
train was moving.
It's
And I
really
guess there's
tricky.
water and they
And
actually
then I
drain it.
tried to time it.
Flying, yeah, that
Well, he
doesn't,
just-
that doesn't trigger. Or you're getting out
That
of
was-
the.
Yes. So like I'm picking up my skin.
That's what I heard when I first moved up here.
My back was about 10
Good
feet
area.
wide.
Yeah, I was like.
What's it, healthy and high, health or high and low? That's what our saying.
Hi, no, I couldn't even
Then-
see that.
I said, I will.
I have to, I have to.
No, you won't.
Mm.
Retired.
Yeah, story, because I know the
Washington,
Washington,
I, New York, I
but
go to
like
the
you guys thought about the train, that train,
So
we
you
always
never
have
got
one
to
side.
see
The other side technically,
But nobody would help
Hurts a little
the
right.
old man.
Took it
yeah, I read that.
They were scared.
The problem is the symbol.
And I see
that much.
But I don't
They're
think
gonna
it's
be-
not anything. Because remember,
I like
Laura
how
was
I
just like,
just
we're like
by
talking
throat
to you,
and
just
still
go.
water.
I think that's what
Can you go
and so I think we just need
I think we
to.
should go home now.
I just have to figure out how to say it.
I don't
Yeah,
have a
ready.
glass of wine. I didn't see that on the
I
agenda.
think,
I was
I
hoping
think
that
it'll be
was
long.
just.
Is that, is that an executive session?
I guess
Yeah,
it's.
you can get it
Yeah,
on,
that, well, he said they're not gonna make any action.
I give it to service.
We'll go back to the
Bye.
You too, right? I know, right? It's like,
Good seeing you.
And then,
All right, bye, thank you for letting Carrie help me.
So I'll talk to you later.
All right, Mike, I'll see you. Good night, Mary.
We're gonna keep it calm this year.
Good.
He's
Yeah,
coming,
hopefully.
he's coming some time this
A
year.
little more than that.
6-month follow-up.
good night.
Bye, good seeing you, can you tell how I said hi, okay?
We're not sure. It's not supposed to happen, but it can.
on top
With
of
the
it.
MRI.
I'll say hi while they're talking. How's everything?
Oh, there's still
How's everything with you?
Not bad.
Same thing,
Same thing.
different day. Are you still at the church?
Oh yeah, I bothered her when she was on vacation.
I know, she texted me, and I'm like, I'm in the Dominican Republic right now. You'll have the text on the mic.
Yeah, Jack's
For
funeral.
Jack,
Oh.
yeah. And I was so upset I had missed that, because I'm so oh, that was just kids come through me for
I'd
religion.
say, you know, that stupid cliche.
It's like I was looking at Ella.
Yeah.
Well, it does seem to work out that way.
Yeah,
I had the ball, now they're all grown
Well,
adults.
the kids made their first communion.
But now,
Jerry Williams,
oh,
Yeah.
we all work together.
they used to work together, Sean and my
Oh,
husband
yeah?
worked together in the city.
City.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, it's a small world.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
None of us.
Oh, and he's a Sean was the answer.
yeah.
Washington.
Yeah. Oh, here they come again tonight.
Here.
All right, come on, executive session's over. We gotta go.
Goodbye.
Executive session's over.
But yeah, I'll send you the link to
Yeah, I
YouTube.
appreciate it.
Did you fire me?
My daughter said, where's the video? Hi.
You damn right, I'm the best job ever. You want my resume?
Yeah, great to see you.
Have a good night, everybody.
My,
Thank you,
Jeff. Your reference.
my reference one,
Have a good night, huh?
Carrie B reference two. Am I referencing? Huh? Am I referencing? I don't know, I'm not sure.
Oh, okay, sure.
I want to get up to phone and say my Christmas pageant is December 20th. There you go. We need more people.
Oh, this one here is women's.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's legit.
But
Marie, that personnel file's on your team. You wouldn't think of
Are you leaving?
She has a question for you, Scott.
Do.
Need a motion to come out of executive session.
Make the motion.
Second? All in favor?
Wait, who was the motion?
Amanda, I'm sorry.
And the second?
I did.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion.
Mary and Amanda, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Thank you. Maria, put that personnel folder on, back in your office.
perfect.
I knew very late in the day.
Yeah, I know.